Hi, my name is Sharon DiMatteo. I'm a Level 2 certified QHHT practitioner trained through the Quantum Healing Hypnosis Academy. I'm also the owner of Evolutionary Minded Wellness in Etna, PA. My wellness center is conveniently located about 10 minutes from downtown Pittsburgh, right off of Route 28, and is easily accessible from throughout the greater Pittsburgh area. One of the things that makes having your QHHT session at Evolutionary Minded Wellness unique is the environment itself. QHHT is an incredibly personal experience, and I believe the space where you have that experience matters. Your session takes place in a professional wellness center in a completely private, dedicated space created specifically for this type of healing work. When you come in for your session, it's just you and me. You don't have to worry about the distractions that can sometimes come with having a session in a residential setting, such as other people moving around, household activity, pets, or the everyday sounds of a home. Instead, you're able to step away from your everyday world and enter a space that has been intentionally created for you to feel comfortable, supported, safe, and completely present with your experience. I have a dedicated quantum healing room that includes a copper meditation pyramid, sacred geometry, and a 5 therapy PEMF mat, all incorporated into the space to support the energetic environment and help you relax more deeply into the process. The entire space has been intentionally designed around healing work. From the moment you walk through the door, you have privacy, quiet, and most importantly, time to allow your experience to unfold naturally. There is no rushing through your session. This is your dedicated time and space. So let's talk about what a QHHT session with me actually looks like. QHHT stands for Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique and was developed by Dolores Cannon. One of the things I love most about this work is that no two sessions are ever the same. Every session unfolds in a way that is unique to the person I am working with in that session. When you schedule your session, I will ask you to prepare ahead of time a list of questions that you are seeking answers to. I will ask you to be clear on why you are seeking this session and what you're hoping to receive from the experience. Then, when you arrive, we'll spend about 2 hours together before we ever begin the hypnosis portion. This is where I get to know you. We'll talk about your life story, what's happening in your life right now, the questions that you have, and any physical challenges you may be experiencing. I'll ask you a lot of questions because I want to have a deeper understanding of you and what has brought you here before we begin the actual QHHT experience. So some people ask me, what if I can't visualize? And I want you to know that one of the most important things I want you to understand is that you do not have to see pictures in your mind to have a QHHT experience. We all receive information differently. Some people see, some people feel, some people simply know. Others may hear words or thoughts silently in their mind. All of these are valid ways of receiving information. So when I ask you, what do you see? What I'm really asking you is, what are you becoming aware of? The most important thing you can do is trust the very first thing that comes through without trying to analyze it or figure out whether you're doing it correctly. And before we begin your QHHT session, I also spend time explaining how the mind works and why a protective part of us may want to question, analyze, or stay in control. I often describe these parts as the protector and the memory keeper. Their job has always been to keep you safe. During your session, we may simply invite those parts to sit back, observe, and allow the experience to unfold. You remain safe throughout the process, and I am right there guiding you the entire time. And if you have some fear about what you might see or what could come up, there's something I've observed again and again in the sessions that I've facilitated. Your higher self loves you so much that it will only show you what you are ready to see. It meets you exactly where you are. There is so much love within this process, and in my experience, you are not shown more than you are ready to receive or process, and you're not navigating the experience alone. I am right there with you, guiding you through whatever comes forward. As your session unfolds, you may experience what we call a past life, but the experience doesn't always fit neatly into that definition. You may experience another lifetime, an earlier time in your current life, something that feels like a future life, or an experience that is completely symbolic, or maybe even an alien life. And that's okay. It's all perfectly normal. Sometimes the deeper mind communicates through imagery and symbolism as well. My role is to guide you through what is coming forward and ask the questions that help us explore what your experience may be showing you. Something else I've observed through my work is that sometimes a session naturally asks us to go deeper. There may be an inner child who needs to reconnect and integrate with the adult self. There may be a part of yourself that needs to be reclaimed through soul retrieval work. Or there may be forgiveness, release, or another layer of healing that naturally presents itself during the session. Because of my additional training and the other healing modalities that I work with, I'm able to support you if that deeper work arises. We don't force it, and we don't go looking for it. We simply follow where your session naturally leads and work with what presents itself. And after we move through the experience you've been shown, we enter the higher self portion of the session. This is where we bring forward the questions you've prepared ahead of time and seek greater understanding, insight, and guidance around the things that matter most to you. And when your session is complete, I'll gently bring you back, and then we'll sit together again and talk about what came through while helping you ground back into the present moment. You'll also receive a recording of your session so that you can go back and listen to it again and again. And often, when you listen to that later, you'll hear things differently because you're listening from a completely different perspective. The QHHT session is truly your experience. My role is to create a safe space, ask the questions, guide you through the process, and help you follow wherever your experience is asking you to go. You don't have to know how to do this. You don't have to be good at hypnosis, and you don't have to be able to visualize. You simply have to be willing to trust what comes forward and allow yourself to experience it. I hope this gives you a better understanding of what a QHHT session with me looks like. And if you have any questions or you're wondering whether QHHT might be right for you, please feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to answer your questions. And in the meantime, may your life flow with ease and grace. Much love.